What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Secret Letters of a Hacker. Now, just like everybody else out there, I am obsessively obsessed about the Corona PC virus. And in this video, we're going to do some threat hunting and see if we can actually find out exactly where it comes from. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I created a website called darkratings.com to shine a light on all the scammers and malicious hackers out there prying on people from this pandemic. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing all the domains that get registered in real time that hit my search parameters as coronavirus, COVID-19, or COVID. I have a few search parameters that I'm actually looking for, and if they hit that, their websites show up in here in live stream. So how that works is I'm looking for SSL certificates being registered, because we all know that scammers try to make phishing websites look as legitimate as possible. So you're not really going to see people using HTTP unencrypted websites anymore. They're going to encrypt it with an S, and to do that you need an SSL certificate, and all that gets logged in the certificate transparency network. And how that works is a certificate authority issues a certificate for a website that gets logged into a log server, and then at the same time it's going to be displayed in the client browser. So from the log server there's a system called SearchStream, and what they do is they grab everything that's coming from the certificate transparency log network in real time, meaning as soon as somebody registers for a certificate, boom, it hits the SearchStream. And for example, if we open it up, you're gonna see websites just start to populate through here one after another, people just registering SSL certificates. And what I'm doing is I'm searching for specific websites, for example, COVID-19, coronavirus, anything along those lines that hit my search parameters. I'm feeding it through my website. If you're in charge of creating blacklists and whitelists, you want to be able to block malicious websites, block suspicious traffic before it hits your users. So as you can see, I've had this open for just a few hours, and there's already a ton of websites that people are trying to stand up as we speak. And I'm also feeding websites for PayPal and Microsoft, because those are two other big companies that people like to spoof. Now, I'm not saying all of these are malicious or spam. There could be some that are actually pretty legitimate. If you want a actual threat list, I have that over here. Let me open this in a new link, because if you refresh this screen, this is live data, so let me show you what I mean. So right now I have a new page open, and if you just leave this open, you'll start to see websites populate in here as people register their websites. So you're gonna see coronavirus and COVID-19 live feed a lot faster than PayPal or Microsoft, because not that many people are registering SSL certificates for these websites as fast as they're doing it for COVID-19 and coronavirus. But if you want a threat list that has been vetted by domain tools, you can come over here to COVID-19 threat list. You can download my spreadsheet, and in here will be an up-to-date list. Let me go ahead and switch it over here. In here will be a threat list from domain tools that have been vetted as malicious or potentially malicious websites. And I have almost 100,000 websites in here that have been either vetted as malicious or potentially malicious. So if you're in charge of whitelisting and blacklisting domain names for your company, and you want to keep your users safe, you can go ahead, download this threat list, add it to your blacklist, and you can keep your users safe from clicking on any type of malicious links that way. So back to the main page. As long as you don't refresh the page, websites will populate in here for you. So if we go back to the new one, as you can see, I already have a lot more than Microsoft and PayPal. Just because of how this pandemic is going, people are registering websites under coronavirus, COVID-19 like crazy. That's why scams and phishing and malicious websites are up over 400%. So let's take a look at some of these websites and see what's going on. And again, not all of them will be malicious, but you will come across some that will be, so make sure you take your due precautions when clicking on these links. Now it doesn't look like that one's loading. coronaalert.eu. Let's see what this one is. Looks like this is gonna be a app. Corona Alert is the mobile app that lets you know if you've come across a person with the virus in a very close way. I'm not really sure about this website. Now again, I don't know what any of these sites are. I haven't clicked on them before. If we go ahead and take a look at the certificate, as you can see, what I'm talking about is it's valid from 3-30-2020, which is today. And this is what I'm pulling from. So as soon as this website registers this cert, it's gonna hit my search parameters and show up in the live feed. Let's go back to a bigger list. Looks like someone's web server. This looks like a website from Iran, actually. I'm sure this is Iranian propaganda. Connection isn't private. Let's take a look and see what it is. Looks like this website was probably taken down by antivirus.us. It's probably not legitimate. Getcovid.info. Let's translate that. Looks like this website's coming out of France, and it's giving statistics on COVID-19. Legitvirus.download. Wonder what that is. Looks like their website isn't loading. Staticvirusthrash.com. It's another dead website, or it's not up yet. covid.med.ee. Connection isn't private. Looks like their certificate was revoked, or their website was already taken down. Let's take a look at some of the newer websites that just been populated. Connection isn't secure. Yeah, this looks kind of suspicious. This doesn't. Money for COVID-19. Answer a few questions to get a customized list of benefits for which you may be eligible and see how much money you could receive. Apply for the Canadian Economic Response Benefits. I probably wouldn't do that from this website. Again, there are a ton of websites registering under Corona, COVID-19. Let's see what's happening down here in PayPal. take a look at some of the newer ones. Oh, looks like we had someone's login server. You're billing PayPal.com. The site has been reported as unsafe. So this was probably a phishing site at one point or another. Security challenge. I'm not a robot. So here we go. Phishing PayPal site. You're billing PayPal.com. Look at that. And that just showed up relatively soon. What was it at? You're billing PayPal right down here. So I did have this up for maybe a day. So within a day, that's good. It got reported as dangerous. Let's take a look and see what else is in here. Not sure if that's gonna load. Connection isn't private. Certificate was revoked as probably something malicious and was taken down. Let's see what's down here in Microsoft. This domain name is for sale. Let's see if we can find any Microsoft phishing pages. No. Don't have permission to view this directory. Page is taken down. So I think you get the idea. You can go through here, take a look at domain names. So if you're a admin and you're in charge of blacklists and whitelists, you can come through here. You can come over to the threat list, open this in a new tab, keep this screen running, and you can download the threat list, block these. Again, these threat lists almost have 100,000 domain names in here that have been identified as highly suspicious. If you let this run, domain names will populate as soon as people start to register them. As you can see, someone just registered beatcorona.in, and Microsoft and PayPal, they will take some time to populate because not that many people register them as quickly as COVID-19, because we all know that the COVID-19 scam is ramping up, especially with now the government's going to be issuing checks. So you can expect scammers to ramp up their phishing and scams. So as you can see, if we just sit here, you're going to just see people start to register their own domain names with coronavirus, COVID-19, corona, and they're trying to attach SSL certs to their names to make them look more professional. Not saying a lot of these aren't, but here's another one. Looks like that was already taken down. I'm not sure what this one is. This one's coming out of Israel. Got a ton of vulnerabilities on their site. Wow. Looks like they're using WordPress. And it doesn't help to have all these ports open either. Looks like some kind of threat map for Israel. They really pinpoint where they're infected. Wow. Looks like two people or something in this location. Wonder if it updates as they move. It's kind of neat. What's not neat is all these vulnerabilities, and could be used as a pivot point for malware. I don't know what any of this says though. Oh, and also down here I have a link to Fish Finder. So if you click the plus sign, you add your domain name, it'll scan it and it'll look for similar domain names trying to spoof yours. So darkreadings.ph, .ws, .net, and it gives you a suspicious score rating here. As you can see, I have one highly suspicious domain, darkreadings.ph. First seen a few seconds ago. Gives you a snapshot. Doesn't look like anything really bad is up there. These aren't even live sites. So if you want to track your domain name, see if anyone is spoofing your domain name, you can come over here to Fish Finder, drop it in here. It'll go out there and crawl and see if there's any other domain names trying to spoof yours, which is a pretty cool tool, and it's free to use. You just have to sign up and register for that, and you can go ahead and just click the link right here and it'll take you to the sign up now page. It'll send you an email and boom, you're in Fish Finder. Pretty simple. And you can go ahead and watch and protect your domain name. Here we go. COVID-19 stats. 8 different ports open from Germany. A ton of vulnerabilities on their website, which is never good. Let's see, buffer overflow, denial of service, directory traversal attack. Username enumeration. Some things I might want to consider patching. So that's pretty much it, guys. Under the home page, this is just a live feed, so take it with a grain of salt because I'm aggregating everything that gets registered live, whether it be false positives, a real site, a malicious site, a suspicious site. Who knows what it is, but I'm shining a light on it for you to take a look at. So hope you enjoy the site. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. And as always, take your own necessary precautions when visiting this site. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. As always, hack me outside, bro. How about that?